Hi there, thank you very much for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan, Aroha Nui. Well, around New Zealand this week, high pressure remains in charge. We're going to see morning drizzle spells and afternoon downpours. Over in Australia, they've got Cyclone Trevor, which is now a severe Category 3 storm, and there's another cyclone waiting to form in the next couple of days. So let's kick off with the wind map, and large high pressure dominates the New Zealand area. That's why the winds are fairly light. There's an easterly breeze though north of us. That is the anticyclonic flow around it, quite a big easterly to our north, and that's feeding a lot of rain out in the Tasman, but not really much for us in New Zealand. Meanwhile, severe Category 3 Trevor about to make landfall in the next 24 hours, and another storm well over on the western side. Nothing to worry about, but just more of an interesting note. So this is the tracking from the Bureau of Meteorology, the Australian forecasters, for severe Cyclone Trevor, Category 3. We said yesterday we thought that it might get up to that level. So Cat 3, it makes landfall. The good news is, in an area that is fairly remote, it weakens a lot as it crosses over the land, back to just a tropical low once it comes back out over sea. But once it's over the Gulf of Carpentaria, it deepens again, and it may well deepen and strengthen even more than now. It could get up to Category 3 or 4 potentially in the next few days ahead. Now, the rainfall around Australia, I wanted to show you this map because this is where the storm comes across, and that's right at the bottom of the scale, or at the top of the scale, depending how you look at it. 200 millimetres plus for that area. Some of the rainfall totals coming down towards Cairns, pretty high. They've had a fair bit of rain lately. So the good news is, for the populated areas, the more, the tourist destinations, the bigger main centres up there, this storm looks like it's going to be well north of you, but worth keeping an eye on because of those rainfall totals. So this is how we look on Wednesday around the New Zealand area. So we've got a few showers, few drizzle patches here and there. That easterly flow, pretty light, but it's around the very north, very calm elsewhere, and into the afternoon, maybe one or two heavy downpours. There's Cyclone Trevor making landfall and just starting to perhaps come back out to sea again. On Thursday in the New Zealand area, high pressure stays in charge. Those winds between the lows up here in the subtropics and this big high to the south, there'll be a bit of a southeasterly breeze, drizzle spells, a fair bit of cloud up around the eastern and northern areas of the North Island, and then into the afternoon, one or two of those showers will become heavy. Now on Friday, we've got two maps for Friday, one for Australia, one for New Zealand. So look at this. This is a significant storm filling the entire Carpentaria area. This may well be a Category 4 storm, but it's in a fairly remote part of Australia. Meanwhile, another storm over here, another cyclone likely to be hugging that western coastline, and again, not very populated, but there are some towns over in that area. So both of those storms worth tracking as we head in towards the weekend. But around New Zealand, Friday, fairly quiet with high pressure. There will be some morning drizzle, morning cloud, and then into the afternoon on Friday, these areas of showers you see up around both islands could be producing some heavy downpours with maybe isolated thunder in there. And our final map for Saturday, pretty similar to be honest with you. High pressure still in charge, maybe a couple of afternoon downpours here and there. A little bit of morning drizzle as well. So that's the latest from me. We'll update you again on Wednesday with the latest, and we'll be taking a bit more of a look for next week because we think there might be sort of a classic autumn cold front coming in, at least for maybe 2/3 of the country. So we'll give you those details tomorrow. That's all from me though for today.